So all looking for success to be easier than it is sometimes, right? We want to know the secret. What's the fastest path? How do I get there with the least effort and the most ease, right? And what I'm going to share with you today is the thing that we're all seeking, the number one outcome that we're all seeking. If you're watching this video, you're a real estate professional, you're an aspiring entrepreneur, maybe you're a real estate broker owner trying to help your agent succeed, trying to help your organization grow. And we're all looking for the same thing. And I'm going to tell you exactly what that is. And the secret is, there is no secret, but there is a formula. There is an equation. And if you follow what I'm going to teach you here today, you can absolutely achieve the number one thing that we're all seeking, and that is freedom. Freedom, that's right, is what we're all seeking, the desired outcome of more money, right? Freedom of money, freedom of time, freedom of expression, freedom to be who you want to be. Many of you are watching this video, again, real estate agents or aspiring entrepreneurs. It's because you don't want to be limited in any way in your life. You want to have absolute freedom to be and do and have whatever you want. And so I'm going to give you the formula for exactly how to do that. The first two steps in this formula are really foundational precursors to the actual formula itself. And they're the two things that you can control, that you have absolute capability over. Because one of the things that too many of us do is we try to control what we can't control, or we focus on what's out of our control. And of course, all that does is cause suffering. All that does is cause us anguish and discomfort, frustration, overwhelm. And so the two things that you have inside of your control that are precursors to the formula to get the freedom you really want are effort and attitude. That's right, effort and attitude. So effort is your fuel, right? You have complete control how much effort you make, how much work you put in, right? How much dedication and hustle and grind you put into something. Now, we both know that the more effort, the faster the result. Or the faster you learn what not to do, which maybe shifts the results you're looking for, or you land on something else altogether, which was really what you were supposed to land on to begin with. So effort is completely within your control. Number two is attitude. Okay, now I've been coaching people for a very long time, and I've been teaching effort and attitude for a long time. Attitude is your operating system, right? It's your orientation to whatever it is you're working towards, or whatever is happening in your life. How you interact or relate to life is called your attitude. It's your orientation. And so, of course, we both know how much more likely it is for you to get the outcome you're looking for, the freedom you're looking for, if your effort is strong and your attitude is right. You have a positive attitude, an optimistic attitude, an uplifting attitude is going to be far more productive than a negative or pessimistic attitude is going to be. You know this, right? So effort and attitude. Okay, now those are the foundational precursors. Next is, here's the formula, is discipline times structure times consistency equals freedom. Now, this is a formula that I've been teaching a very long time, and I'm going to break it down here for you so that you have even more understanding of what I'm talking about. Let's talk about discipline. I didn't like the word discipline for a really long time, because what it did was it brought up, memories of when I was a child and I got in trouble and my mom sent me to my room and yelled at me, and I didn't like discipline very much, right? And so for a long time as a young adult, I was not very disciplined, because ultimately, like you, like me, we're lazy. We always want something more for less. Nobody really wants to work that hard. And if I can get more for less, that's the approach I'm going to take. Or here's the thing about discipline is the ability to delay gratification, right? So that I can get what I want most instead of what I want now. I've heard this a long time ago. Never give up what you want most for what you want now, or never trade what you want most for what you want now, right? That's discipline. Discipline is doing the things that I know I'm supposed to do, that I said I was going to do, whether I feel like it or not. So that's discipline. Do what you said you're going to do. Now, it's easy to be disciplined on the things you like, right? That's not hard. What I'm talking about is being disciplined on the things that you don't like doing very much, but you know are essential and necessary for your success, for your freedom. And so consider what it is you could be more disciplined about. We're going to talk about that in a minute, but discipline is doing the things that you don't want to do, but actually acting like you like doing it, right? I know it's a mental trick. I know you need to get your attitude oriented properly so that your effort can follow through on the discipline to do what you said you're going to do. Now, you and I both know if you want to have a healthy body, if you want to have a great relationship, if you want to be a great parent, if you want to earn a lot of money, you have got to do all of what is required, whether you feel like it or not. Look, I like eating sweets just as much as anybody, but it's not going to extend my lifespan. I like chilling out on the sofa as much as anybody, but it's not going to lead me to more freedom and more money and a better body, right? So being disciplined to exercise every day, eat right, as an example, pretty obvious one, is going to lead me to a freedom of a healthier life for a longer time. I know you're with me. All right. Next is structure. So discipline, structure, consistency. Next is structure. And structure is the system, right? If discipline is the behavior, okay, and you are what you do, okay, so you are your behavior, you are your discipline. Structure is the organization, it's the system inside of your life. And so, structure of what? Let's start with the structure of your day. Let's start with, do I have an organized plan that I follow? I just recorded a 2026 business plan video that I recommend you watch. I went through the 10 most important elements for a successful business plan in 2026. That's a structure, right? I've got a plan. I follow it. Now, one of the key components of that business plan is your schedule, right? Inside the course of your day, inside the course of your week, do you follow a structured plan? As a coach, I'm always going to ask the people that I'm coaching, if they're not getting the results that they want, I say, well, show me your schedule then. Show me the activities that you baked into your structure for which you'll put discipline and effort and have the right attitude so that you can achieve the outcome of freedom that you're looking for. Often that's the gap, right? Is that they're disorganized, they're unstructured, undisciplined, and now, of course, we're getting less than our best results. So structure is critical. Next is going to be consistency. And consistency is the pattern, right? And so we are patterned human beings. We are habituated human beings. And you can see that if something is working in your life, it's because you've got a habituated pattern. And in the same way, if something is not working in your life, you've got a habituated pattern. And what we've got to do is we've got to look at the patterns in our life and decide, do these patterns serve me? Are they leading me towards freedom? Are they leading me toward the outcome that I'm looking for? And if they're not, I need to change them so that I can be more consistent on the things that do matter, the behaviors and actions that do matter, so I can get the result that I want. And then consistency is about doing it with enough repetition so that you can get the results. Success, and I know you know this, is not about being great at a whole lot of things. It's about becoming so good at one thing or just a few things that your returns on your effort and your attitude on that one thing are outsized, right? So that you can actually get the result that you're looking for and the outcome you're looking for. And of course, the outcome is freedom. So here's what I want you to consider. Take these 5 elements: effort, attitude, discipline, structure, and consistency, and ask yourself what you can do to be more of them in 2026 so that you can have more of what you want, called freedom, in 2026 and beyond. What can I do to put more effort on the things that really matter? Where can I take the energy and allocate it properly? What do I need to do to upgrade my attitude, my orientation to life? Man, I'm in a lot of coaching conversations with people, and oftentimes we start getting into the story and the woe is me, and they start talking about these negative distortion stories and projecting these negative outcomes. And of course, that's not going to help your attitude. What if it turns out better than you expect? What if by doing what you're supposed to do with the right behavior, the right system, and the right process, the right pattern, you are guaranteed the freedom you're looking for? That's what I'm trying to do here with you, okay? Where can you be more disciplined? Where do you have to say no more? Okay, where do you need to say yes more to the right things and start cutting away the things that are not helping you get what you want? Where can you be more structured and organized so that there's no mental clutter, there's no clutter to your day, so that you can be like a laser beam and get right to the results you're looking for, so that when you go to bed at the end of the day, you feel really confident you did the right stuff. And then where can you be more consistent? What patterns can you develop so that you can start to create the consistent compound effect results that comes through consistent action over time by getting up at the same time every single day, having a morning routine that inspires you and empowers you and gets you launched and primed in the right way, making your calls every single morning at the same time, checking out on your pipeline the same thing every time for the real estate agents in the room. Entrepreneurs, are you running your team meeting at the same time every day? Are you putting a system around the way you communicate to your organization? Whatever it might be, this is the formula. Attitude and effort, discipline, structure, consistency, and that will yield you the freedom you're looking for in 2026 and beyond. Let's do it.